So, today's daily challenge, we have Umbra, Stygian Guard as our client. For the mutators, we have Duality, Moth Magic, and Heavy. Double stacks of all status effects from cards or from effects of units, from trials. Any status effect will be doubled. Moth Magic, when a damage spell hits a unit, ascend it, so this can be used for score, but it's also a bit difficult with Stygian Guard. Especially the random targeting spells are a bit harder to use with Moth Magic. And Heavy. We start with 5 deadweights in our starting deck, so getting a very small deck will be a little bit less consistent. Usually Duality is an extremely powerful mutator, especially because the multi-strike from the spell unit upgrades also get double stacked, so you can get 2 multi-strike with a single upgrade, for example. And oftentimes the effects of duality, be it something like Frostbite from Stygian Guard or Rage and Multi-Strike from like Furnace Tap, Void Binding from Umbra, these lead to really degenerate decks. But I'm a bit surprised to see no score above 47k. And that's actually from Hidden Away here. Pretty impressive. So let's start the run and see what we have available. Yeah, congrats on your number 1 score. Let's see if we can beat that. So we start out with Prismal Dust, Helical Crystallis and Crucible Extension. Prismal Dust, very nice with the Duality modifier because 2x damage shield is actually quite a bit. Helical Crystallis, even though it's 2 hits, it will only trigger Moth Magic once, so it's not a big problem, but we need to keep the Moth Magic in mind. Our enemy is gonna be Consume Seraph, which will be especially annoying with the deadweights we already have in the deck, and he will add Vengeful Shards on top of that. Let's look at the artifact. Sketches of Salvation versus Commemorative Spike. Well, what can we do with Sketches of Salvation? It's very powerful with Moth Magic because you can ascend units to the floor, especially you can ascend the boss to the floor, so you don't lose the 2-turn boss rush you would normally give up if you go for a Sketches of Salvation build. And Umbra and Stygian both have builds that work very well with Sketches of Salvation. For Umbra, that's only one unit, it's Shadow Siege. It's the only one that really works with Sketches of Salvation well. For Stygian, basically you want to stack as many incant units on a single floor as possible and cast all your spells on that floor. And that can be enabled by Sketches of Salvation. So that's something to consider. That might be more powerful than Commemorative Spike. For now, it means we will get all the Train Stewards summoned on the middle floor, which does mean we won't draw into them, we will draw into more spells. But it also means our Penumbra is gonna be on the floor on its own, which is actually fine. It doesn't actually help with the deadweights that much, because yes, the Train Stewards are gonna be gone, but we will be drawing deadweights more often instead, so... yeah, let's go Sketches. And with the Sketches summoning things to the middle floor, maybe we wanna go Either one does seem okay. Lifesteal 4? That's certainly something to consider. But we have double Prismal Dust, so maybe the lifesteal is not the ideal way to go. This is tough. I don't see anything. Well, if I don't have anything pulling me clearly in either direction, I will go with a generally more powerful unit. Non-boss enemy units gain +4 attack. Our train stewards are ready to go. Honestly, I think this just wins us the fight, basically. These train stewards weren't even needed. And Tambrasol, Immortal Trait, Perils of Production. Ember Drain, if we go Ember Drain at all, we need to go with it all the way. Otherwise, well, any card that applies Ember Drain will apply at least 4 Ember Drain. So that's a bit scary. Perils of Production, of course, can still always be used on morsels. That always works. Currently, morsel strategies are very bad for us because of the Sketches of Salvation. If we pick up a Gorge unit, we can't really feed it. So I'm leaning away from the Entumbra Assault. Immortal Trade is a bit counterproductive with the Prismal Dusts, the very powerful Prismal Dusts we already have in the deck, but it's a very strong boss killing card on its own. While Perils of Production can always find a use, it's just not that powerful in many circumstances, but it would enable us to go into a slightly more Ember Drain heavy build by providing the energy gain potentially. I will take Peril just because it's the most flexible for now. Offering token, Crystalline Seeds, Helical Crystallis. Well, Crystalline Seeds is double stacked already, doubled by the Duality modifier. So 12 Frostbite is not bad. Offering token doesn't seem necessary, but it's also pretty decent with these dead weights. It will almost never be useless. Yeah, Night Priest, that's a pretty good point. I will probably have enough power to win against Daedalus easily, so I should definitely optimize for the later stages of the game. I am really considering this Crystalline Seeds, but I think I want Offering Token over it. Alloyed Construct. Now, if it weren't for the Sketches of Salvation, that would be an interesting unit. It would only need half the fuel it would usually take, and it has Multi-Strike 2 by base. But if I can feed it, it's useless. I will go with Coltelia here. That has the potential to become really powerful. Something like Multi-Strike would make it amazing. Let's go to the right here. Both of these do not work in a Sketches deck. quick on the Cold Celia and the tech upgrade. That could be good against normal enemies, but we're not that worried against normal enemies. Let's reroll and look for multi-strike. We didn't get it. Upgrade a unit with damage shield 4. If we could tell for certain which unit was gonna be in the front, then that would be good, but we can't, so... I also have to remove one of the train stewards if I wanna guarantee summon the Cold Celia, and I do want that. Enemy units enter with armor 10. That should work out fine. Alright, it's armor 20. Yeah, this might be a bit hard to deal with. We won't have any problems against the boss, it's just these normal combats I'm a bit worried about. Okay, that takes care of that. These guys will die anyway, so I might as well... actually, if I now use the Helical Crystallis, these guys won't die, and I will suffer from Ember Drain. Yeah, I'd rather play card next turn. Despite the 5 damage shield, because there are so many enemies here, we do not yet have enough to kill this boss. And I can play the Magma Morsel or it will just die to the spikes. These spikes are actually a big problem here. At least this guy will die to the frostbite, so we will only take 1 damage here. I should have blocked 1 hit with the energy mortal. Why did I not do that? Yeah, I don't think it would have made a difference, because at max it would have been plus 40 damage, while the boss was at 50 by the end. These cards are all quite terrible. Maybe Making of a Morsel. Okay, yeah, it's too slow. Let's take a Mind Collapse here. Crypt Builder? Sure. Lodestone Totem. That's gonna be our defense. Hi Elderfish Soup! Today's motivators are Duality, double stack all status effects, Moth Magic whenever damage spell hits a unit ascended, and Heavy, 5 deadweights in our starting deck. Let's look for unit upgrades and Shadow Siege once more. Nope. Well, Morsel Maker would actually work. I probably should have taken that. Let's give this unit an incant upgrade, just in case. Then we reroll. Maybe I should take quick now. No, I think it's correct to keep it like this. Calcified Ember up. This is a lot of Ember. This is so much Ember. Do I take this? Ooh, I will take it. Having plus 3 Ember every turn, it's gonna be powerful. It enables us to take very expensive cards, it enables us to take X cost. Cold Celia didn't get summoned on this floor. It's a bit annoying. can't really set up on the bottom floor. And I can't really play Cold Celia at all. I should probably have removed another train steward. Now if two train stewards die, I can actually play the Cold Celia on this floor. Has to be the damage shields. That does kill everyone on this floor. Ah, I can't use those. I forgot. Actually, I should just use them. But I should have played Cold Celia on the top floor. With that many damage shields, that doesn't work out. Nah, I missed the fact that I couldn't play any of these spells on the second floor, otherwise Daedalus would ascend. So, yeah, I really messed that one up. Let's restart that real quick. The general game plan was fine. But that final move was not. We need the capacity here on the top floor. Helical Crystal. Now the bomb comes in the middle floor. Maybe I should get the first 6 damage shields right now. And that should easily be enough with the Cold Celia in the back. Okay. Spike of the Stygian. Yeah. With that much energy, Siren of the Sea can go on the second floor. We don't need Umbra. We don't really need capacity, so let's go draw. We need to remove some of these train stewards, and I do like a free artifact. On top of that, I don't have a lot of gold, but neither side has a shop anyways. These are both pretty bad. We're definitely not going for a morsel type strategy. And the 15 pyre attack might matter, but I think the gold matters more. Let's remove 2 train stewards here, so we get the incant floor guaranteed. Yeah, it's 25 score. And if we take the Umbra upgrade, the monstrous upgrade here, we need to get capacity next. Which I'm not sure I want to do. Maybe I will take a different final upgrade for Penumbra. Ah, Siren of the Sea in the front, that's nice. Let's once again set up Penumbra on the top to clean up these guys. Let's get some incants going here. And maybe some... Nah, no. The damage shields can wait. I don't even have room for morsels. If we Helical Crystallis, this guy will be at 40, will move to the top. That's okay. We still kill him on the top floor. And then we can get some incants here. I shouldn't play these Shade Splitters. I should just get a ton of damage shields on my front unit here. This guy will die to Penumbra. Spike not necessary here. I wanna try keeping it for the boss. Why does it say the other guy gets moved up? None of them got moved? Wait, that can't be right. Let's write a bug report real quick. Crypt Builder was showing the wrong unit to get ascended by moth magic. When I cast it, neither unit got ascended. Oops. This guy has Sep 4, so it's not a problem. He will just die to the pyre. Oh no. No ascent this turn. That means we will lose the 4-turn boss rush. Eh, 3-turn boss rush. There's obviously no 4-turn boss rush possible against these normal bosses. Shroud Spike. I mean, we can't. It's too much work to get that going. Engine upgrade is obviously not important for us, and Prison Retrieval will never find any units with Sketches of Salvation, so even though these are powerful X-cost spells, none of them actually work with our build. And this totem will be our final incant unit. Probably final, we'll see. Let's look at these trinkets. None of these, maybe? I mean, Vapor Funnel wouldn't be terrible. Let's look at the Concealed Caverns next. Historian. Petty Theft is pretty weak, but Gift of Gratitude, I mean, yeah. That's a lot of gold. We do have a bunch of energy after all. Vapor Funnel with the Ascents. Yes, but I don't think it's necessary or great. Let's reroll. Firestone Housing, Chain of Gems. Probably not the chain. We don't play enough units to make it good. Let's take this one. Then let's remove the final Train Steward. And let's start removing these Shade Splitters. I also want to remove some Frozen Lancers, but we still need some to ascend the boss to our kill floor. I have 7 right now, and I am considering removing one. The only thing the only problem with that is that the Seraph will add 3 more, so I would lose 1 Ember on the Seraph fight, which is the most important fight for me. Crucible Extension on the top, these spells on the middle floor. Let's helical this guy. Yep. Do have enough damage to kill him on the top floor. We can even use the Frozen Lance as well. These guys will both die, and then we can Mind Collapse here. Let's see what happens this time. Nobody got ascended. Let's actually use the Prismal Dust on this second totem. The reason for that is that I don't want the damage shields to be consumed, and I only need the damage shields to protect the units that are actually dealing damage. I want these damage shields only for the boss fights, basically. Let's get 150 gold here. We do have enough damage here. Well, we don't have enough damage to kill both of these guys with... I could potentially wait another cycle. That's a bit much to ask. What I can do is, yeah, lots of sap by casting multiple spells. So let's think about this. If we cast the Stygian Spike, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. And we get more damage shields. We should probably be okay now against the boss. This guy goes up to the pyre, but he is unable to do anything there, so not a problem. Let's send this guy. And let's apply some sap. I forgot about the sweep. Do I have enough damage, defense on Penumbra? If we play another spell here, this guy will get another 4 sap, so he will start dealing 0, 2, 4, 8, and then 8 every turn. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 5 turns where he will deal 20 damage, and in those 5 turns we will deal 400. After that, we have 30 health left, so another 3 turns. That's another 240. So we are just a little bit short. Another 4 frostbite. I think we are a tiny bit short here on killing this guy. Yeah, I thought so. I forgot about the sweep. I should never have put the damage shields on the ice totem. I should have put it on the Cold Celia. Or on Penumbra. That would have worked as well. And I think I should just play the Prismal Dust here. Get more damage shields. It's not worth using the Crit Builder actually. Because we should have the kill against these guys anyways. Not with the extra armor actually. That's a little bit of a problem. Can't really do much about that. Yeah, I misplayed that again. So we take 5 damage here, but that's okay. I could have used the spike, yeah. Probably should have. But I did want the... Did I... Wait, I'm confused. Okay, I need to focus. I was a bit torn on that play, so in the end I messed it up, I think. I should have used the spike there, that's definitely correct. Also... no, that's all. Okay, so, once more. Yeah. This was fine. Here I think I do need to play the Crypt Builder. And then we Prismal Dust this backline. Here we Helical Crystallis and we Prismal Dust the backline again. And here we have the kill this time around. With the frostbite and damage shield. Void binding. Can we do that? I think we can. Invocash isn't bad either, but I do want to try using the void binding. Urchin Spines is a lot of spell weakness. That can be helpful. It's also a spell we can play on our incant floor. Do we fish for multi-strike again? I think so. The caverns is also quite good. Large stone. Sure. I mean, we don't care about the capacity. Our units have so many upgrade slots, I should give them some upgrades at least. I will give quick to the Cold Celia. I also need some attack on the Cold Celia now. 5 might not be enough. But 5 feeds should be enough for most situations. Let's get one of these frozen lances out of here. Heartstone, Blood for Blood, or Petrified Heart. Do we need the extra 10 health? Or is the 25 health better? No, I think the 10 health for everyone is better. Especially as it also affects our champion. You could build quite the pyre killing deck with Blood for Blood here, then we saw Vapor Funnel, we saw Boon of the Blacksmith, and we even had the aggressive... We could have taken the choice Heaven's Gold, I think it's called. The one that makes your gold enhance the pyre damage. You could build a very powerful pyre here. And then just ascend everything onto the pyre. Penumbra does kill the bottom floor. Let's also apply some spell weakness to Fel, as well as some frostbite and zap. Let's apply a bunch of frostbite and zap to Fel. Probably okay here on the bottom floor. This guy won't die from that. Fel is on this floor, very nice. I could go for the 180 gold now. Wouldn't be a bad time. Let's do it. This guy on the top should die to the frostbite. Yep, he does. This will hit the backliner as well, which is a problem. At the very least, we have to apply a lot of sap if we want to do the Helical Crystallis this turn. I will even throw out the Perils of Production to apply some more sap. Now 6 sap on this guy should be enough. Let's see if this... Well, the guy died anyway, so... It's not like we could test whether it works as before. Final wave. I was like, wait, we already have enough? But yes, there's so much sap on Fell that we indeed already have enough. Hi, hey Olivan! Welcome to the stream. Another spike of the Stygian? Sure. Yes, I'm Swiss. That's 100% correct. I really want draw, but I think we have to go for Light of the Seraph. I do want the monstrous upgrade. Do we go to the left again? For another unit upgrade and a free relic. That's actually quite good. Finally multi-strike for our Colcelia. And... yeah... Runestone, it's fine. Winged Steel, yes! I was so worried about not picking up the draw when we really need a draw. But I think the capacity was more important, and now we have draw on... we have draw as well. Extra draw. Ah, so you already knew. Okay. So, let's start out with a helical crystallis here on the top floor. Follow that up with Penumbra on the bottom floor. Crucible extension. Crucible extension here for the... oh, actually, that wasn't necessary. Still okay. Let's do the Shade Splitter. Then a Mind Collapse. That was the wrong order. I do want to prevent some damage on the Penumbra. I've chosen the Petrified Heart. It's very good if you don't have any healing after all. And we do not have any healing in this deck, so it was an easy choice. Should be able to deal with this guy on the next floor. With the help of some spells. He will take 18 Frostbite, so we'll take another 21 on the top. All your units gain plus 10 health. He will die to the Frostbite. We do already kill everyone here on the bottom floor, so we might as well use the Crypt Builder on this floor. I do want some more incants. And then we Prismal Dust our Penumbra. Do we have the damage here? That's 18 plus another 18 from the frostbite, so it's 36. No. We only have 73 damage. That's almost enough though. It's enough that this guy will die on the next floor to the frostbite. So we can... Oh, even better with another spell here. And this time he did ascend? Why? I was counting on him not ascending when I play Crypt Builder, because that's what happened the last few times. But apparently if there's only one target, it will ascend. Stygian has not a single healing spell, and the only way Umbra can heal is with Lifesteal, which we are extremely unlikely to pick up in this deck, so... I don't think I'm missing out on anything here. Yeah, it's almost certainly the swap that messes with it. Let's kill one of these guys for the Ember. The morsels grant plus 3 HP, they don't heal. Stat increases still work. Something like the Siren of the Steed can still get health from her Incant trigger. It's only healing that doesn't work. You can still gain stats. I would have liked this spike of the Stygian in my next hand. Oh, we might still get it. That's an awkward hand. Yeah, that's a problem. No, gaining HP is not healing. You will be at 103 health afterwards. This combat is... I can't waste the damage shields. I'm having some trouble. This deck is very janky right now. So this order is very problematic because we need the Cold Celia to survive, but we also need the damage shields to stay up until the very end. So we can play the damage shields early. So we do have to find a way to keep the damage shields around. And now the problem is an Umbra would die. We can prevent that, of course, but we have to actually make an effort. Yeah, and this guy actually stayed on the bottom again. No! Should have played it on the top. But that should be more than enough damage shield. Now the only thing I need is a damage spell. And there we go. Another void binding. And it's really hard to make use of these Ember Drain cards in this deck. I went into too many different directions. But we still have to see it through to the end. I think. And we need the spell upgrades now. Hell's Banners. That would work if we were doing things a little differently. None of these really work that well. Concussive Coals isn't bad. Lightstone Casing, improved Firebox. Permafrost. These are not the upgrades I really wanted. But I think we can make use of these. I basically need holdover on Perils of Production. That's what I need. Permafrost to ascend the boss. Yeah. I don't think so. Mine Collapse? No. It's probably Spike. Is it Spike? Script Builder. We cost reduce the Frozen Lances to ascend things. And Oh, that's juicy. Slap that on the boss and we have a guaranteed win. It's not Frozen Lands anymore, it's Helicocrystalis. Yeah, this build I was trying to go for didn't work out. I can't void biting yet. Can't play Helical here, but I could play Crypt Builder, but I don't really want to play Crypt Builder. Let's just use the Mind Collapse here. That's a bit annoying. I can't really play the Spike of the Stygian for full value here, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, oops, wrong floor. Ah, another Vengeful Shard. But we got Helicocrystalis, so it's alright. Do like some damage on this backliner, but he stayed, so he won't add Scorches. Also, I didn't realize it when I bought the Concussive Coals, but the enemies are dazed for 2 turns thanks to the duality modifier. This is not very helpful. We need some help killing this top floor. Let's play these out first. And look what we draw. Spike. This still saves some damage, we will only take 2 here. We will take another 10 to this guy unless I use the Void Binding. We do have so much Sap and Frostbite on the Seraph. But now we will take damage to these Vengeful Shards. No way to ascend. Oh, we have the kill already. Alright, we have so much Sap on the Seraph that he will never ever get to attack again. 5 damage taken. Wasn't ideal, but my deck was basically trash, so I was looking for great things to do with duality to kill flying bosses, but I just couldn't find any. Nothing. So yeah, our score is not great, but it's still okay considering this challenge. Uh, Rank 31. It's okay. My deck was split a bit too much in two different directions. For one, I was looking at an Ember Drain build with the uh, Void Bindings, and then I was building an Incant build. I was going for X costs with the Abandoned Stave. I was doing like 3 builds at once, and it didn't really work out that well, obviously, if you do something like that. But I was always banking on certain cards or artifacts appearing that didn't appear. So I want to see some of the top tier decks here. Yeah, I guess commemorative spike builds had it a lot easier on this run. Alloy Construct obviously super OP with 5 attacks a turn. Void Binding also quite powerful. Yeah, a very nice deck. No surprise you managed to get a 6-turn boss rush here against the Seraph. Ah, first turn Shroud Spike. Yeah, that definitely helps. Let's look at some other decks. Never Nathaniel went with Sketches of Salvation as well. He did go for Cold Celia with Sweep and Quick. Well, extra attack and quick, I mean. But he also built into Ember Drain. He was basically building a very similar deck than very similar deck to mine. But he made the same thing and went for a lot of spell upgrades, so his deck actually worked. Yeah,